Hi, welcome, guys, welcome, girls, and every human in between. It's your girl with the locks, and welcome. How y'all doing? It's been so long. When I don't post every week, and it's like every other, it feels like where you been at? I don't know if y'all been missing me. I've been missing y'all. Been on my mind all last week when I wish I had posted another episode. But y'all, when I tell y'all, life, listen, okay? But before we get into it, because you know I'm going to unload it all. Before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That Bear With Me podcast is available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast. That's an update. And before I posted this one, I also put it on something else, like all the little defaults within the distribution company that I'm using. So yeah, there are about to be more and more options. Eventually, I'm gonna get on iHeartRadio and I'm gonna get on Pandora, so it can be available to everybody. But those first four: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music, and Samsung Podcast. Yeah, get involved. Go ahead, tell somebody to tap in, tune in, turn on. So, oh, and Apple Podcasts is where I'm getting the most of my viewers from, my streams from. Can y'all leave me a review, please and thank you. Please, 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 please. We watching, we enjoying. We just gotta start reviewing and liking. Those of us on YouTube, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, please, please, pretty, please. But let's get into it because this is a story time edition. So y'all know it's up. Like, come on now. It's been 2 weeks. You know I got stuff to talk about. Alright, so we gonna start with the biggest part. That same day, August 20th was the last upload, right? Well, y'all, Shorty got whole food poisoning. Crazy. I know what the culprit was too. It was some elotes, with a combo of me still eating afterwards. And I don't think that what I had was the best food either. Like, it was just something, I don't know. But my last meal was Tuesday, 8:30 was the last time I ate. And I didn't eat again my first meal until Friday night at like 6:30. Y'all, Wednesday was it was a struggle. Oh my gosh. I was really trying to make it, really trying to make it. Now, what symptoms did I have of food poisoning? You may or may not be wondering, but I'm gonna let y'all know I'm about to get real in tune with it and I'm about to just let it rip. So bear with me. You know, if these are the type of stories you like from me, then yeah, let's get into it. If this is not, you might want to fast forward maybe like 5, 6 minutes. Um, yeah, because I'm about to just share all of it. So Tuesday night, stomach feeling a little queasy. Okay, let's drink some water. Let's go lay down. Oh, I was like, oh, my stomach also hurting. Let me, probably because you ate a lot, help break it down. Let's do a shot of ACV, chase it back with some water. Cool. Woke up about 2, 3 in the morning. Toilet was talking to me, and I listened. I said, all right, let's go. Let's see what we got to do. We got to do. Okay. Take care of business. Cool. Nothing major. Lay back down. Stomach feeling a little funny. What's going on? What's going on? Go get up. Now it's time to like get up, get the day started. Walk Bubba. Walking Bubba. Ooh. Feel a little nauseous. You gotta throw up? No, I don't gotta throw up. I don't feel like I'm finna throw up, but I feel like I'm finna throw up. Come back in the house. Toilet said, hey. I said, hey. Definitely did that. Okay, cool. Wednesday, I'm at work, still feeling, y'all. Ooh, by that time, hot and cold chills. Toilet Feel every once in a while I needed to go take a visit to the toilet. Like, y'all, I am just not me. I'm like, when I tell y'all I was weak, I was weak. I'm in my meeting with my team and I'm just like huddled over, eyes closed, kind of talking, not really talking, just listening, y'all. I sit up real fast, will belch, mugs looking like, was she finna throw up? What's going on? I'm like, nah, I ain't finna throw up. They was like, well, you need to go home. You need to go. Listen, let's talk about this going home stuff and how while I might want to go home, it's not necessarily the best idea. Then I know it's food poison, so it ain't like I'm contagious. All right. So when it was first talked about me going home, it's about 11, almost 12-ish or so. No, it's about 9, 10. Because I was down bad fast. And so I'm like, no, I can't go home because you're going to want to take half days PTO. Let me tell you something. With these new PTO rules that my job got, it's you don't get full, you don't get all of what you used to get. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I take PTO, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to enjoy it at home. I want to be on vacation. I want to be out. So for me to take PTO and go sit on my couch, and if I'm gonna go home, now I gotta be a dog mom, so I can't even cater to me for real, for real. Nah, ain't gonna happen. I'll stay here. So we in a meeting, and I'm like, ooh, I said, ooh, can somebody get the nurse? So I gotta they rate my temperature, 99. I'm like, all right, well, if they get to 100, then I am gonna head up out of here, cause yeah, I'm it. Shorty said, I think you might need to take a COVID test. I'm like, none of these symptoms are giving COVID unless diarrhea became a symptom of COVID. I know exactly what this is. Okay, cool. So I'm like, nah. I'm like, no, I still no, I'm really not trying to leave. I'm really not trying to leave. And I wasn't. But it got worse. My temperature went up to 100. And then like just me feeling so weak. My muscles was so achy. I'm trying to sip a little fake Gatorade, but it's like not it. I'm visiting the toilet more times than preferred at the workspace. But thank God to butt wipes and poopery spray because that's the only thing that saved me type. So I'm getting ready to leave. I'm like, all right, y'all, yeah, I'ma just leave because I can't take this no more. They like, how are you gonna drive? Like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm finna drive. They was like, do you want somebody to take? I said, all my friends that could take me home, they work in education or they standing in my face right here. So I am confusion. What we finna do? They were like, where are you gonna be okay? I was like, yeah, I've driven in way worse conditions. I'll be fine. I can make it to the crib. But because they had recommended that I take a COVID test, I'm like, all right, I'll stop at Target, get some COVID tests. Well, get to Target, slow motion, really just everything. It took me at least 5 to 10 minutes to do any task. Got in my car, just had to sit there for a second. Drove to Target, stopped, had to sit there for a second. And then the rumbling started. Oh my gosh. My stomach was like, hey, we only got about 10, 15 in us, or you gonna be embarrassed in these streets. I said, all right, let's hurry up. Go in there, get the test, rush home as much as Russian can rush because my whole booty hole leaky or just that was very graphic. No censorship on that one. My bad. But just like it was not it. I made it to the bathroom. Let me just state that. I made it to the bathroom. Cool. Then I do the COVID test. Came back negative like I knew. I was like, okay, now I kind of wasted money, but didn't because now we know that it's not COVID. Okay, I knew it wasn't gonna be, but okay. I left Bubba in the crate and I just got in the bed and laid down. Y'all, I was so tired and so weak. They said wait 15 minutes before you look at the test results. I didn't even stay awake for the 15 minutes. I laid in that bed and just ended up passing out. and would sleep for like 3, 4 hours. The only time I felt good or felt okay was when I was asleep. Immediately when I would wake up, it was not it. Not it at all. So I wake up, went back to sleep. Now it's about 6, 7. I say, Whit, you gotta let Bubba out. He ain't been out since you left to go to work. That man gotta pee and poop. So I say, Bubba, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we just finna go and then we finna come back. That's all I got. And we went outside, did his business, came back inside. And I know, so I laid on the couch, fell back to sleep. Now we looking at 9. It's like 9:30. I made that man his food and then went back to bed. Like I was out of it. I was down bad, y'all. Ooh, so bad. So next day, I had already, like, before I went to bed. I think it was before I went to bed. I had texted my director. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need a late start tomorrow." I didn't even say what my arrival would be. I just know it was not gonna be the assigned time because we can't do it. Got up twice overnight. Sitting on that toilet. Just Shorty was out. Shorty had nothing in her by this time. So Thursday morning, wake up, walk the dog. No, went to the bathroom before I walked the dog, walked him, came back in, went back to the bathroom. I said, no, no, that wasn't that time. I went to the bathroom one time, got dressed, still slow motion with it. And then, y'all, I got in the shower, getting dressed, and then it hits me. Shorty got to sit back on that toilet. I said, I just got out the shower. Y'all, ain't nothing worse than having to use the bathroom after you done showered. Ooh, I be so hot because now it's like, do I get back in the shower? What do I like? Do I just wipe? It's it's a waste. Like, shorty, you couldn't get your insides ready before we got in the shower and let all that go before, like after. Okay. So I do that. And so clean up everything, like gotta get restored because I'm still finna go to work. So I knew that the time that I kind of was like keeping an eye out for when I wanted to be there. I was like, well, we not gonna make that time. So then I had to hit him up like, hey, I'm probably gonna be there around 12. I walked in that job at like 11:30, 11:20, something like that. And I was feeling a little better. I was probably at like 60, 70% on Thursday. Yeah, but I wasn't fully recovered. And so and everything was just like by that. Oh, I stopped at a juicery on my way to work. And I was like, I know I need to start consuming something because I don't want to risk dehydration. So I was like, I'm gonna do a little juice cleanse and just slowly ease back into food. So I was like, Thursday, I'm gonna do this little juice. Friday, I'm gonna do it, and then by Saturday, I'm gonna start eating. So drank a juice. My stomach was a little nauseous after drinking it, but it was also kind of like, this is just, it's easier for us to process, but it's still like a little bit. So that was Thursday. Thursday was steady, just did the juices. Friday was steady, and then Friday night when I got home, I was better on Friday, but I was still a little woozy, little nauseous here and there. Fewer toilet visits. And so Friday night I went to the grocery store to get the little chicken bouillon, little whatever's, because I was like, if anything, the only thing I'm gonna eat is rice because I don't want to just go full diet, full normal diet. But I don't want to just eat no white rice. So I put the little bouillon cube in the water, let it flavor the water, put the rice, let it cook. Y'all, oh my gosh. I took that first bite of rice and it was like heaven. I That rice was so delicious. I wanted more, but I had to like take it slow because I knew that my body was just now getting food for the first time in 3 days. And I was just like, I wanted to cry. It tasted so good and it felt so good to chew food. I was tearing down that rice, y'all. I was tearing it down. Rice didn't stand a chance. So that was Friday night. Saturday, I had some more rice, did some juice, and then I started easing back into foods. I did a yogurt. And that leads me into my second story because on Saturday I had a scheduled routine maintenance for Twilight, the name of my car. So I take her to the dealership, get her serviced. Let's also just take a moment to talk about how everything has gone up. But I mean, we know everything has gone up. That's nothing new. But I really thought about what I used to pay for my routine oil multi-point oil change slash multi-point inspection, whatever they want to call it. I used to pay $49.99. Now that stuff costs $89.99. Whew, I said, I got a coupon in my mailbox, but I left it. Can you apply the little 10%? And he did. Thank you so much. Because why not? Yeah. It's the same oil. It's the same changing it. I just don't understand why I'm paying almost $100. Now, a lot of people probably gonna eat me up in the comments like, Wig, you should just go to somebody, the 5 minute change or the this, that. No, I want the same people working on my stuff because so the same people can see what they all been doing together. And then also they do a full workup. And I just need to make sure that she is where she needs to be the next time we get on the road. So I'm at the dealership. I'm waiting in a little waiting room. Uh I get up, go to the bathroom, come back. I say, I think that's your car. I get closer. I say, yeah, that is my car. As I'm getting closer, I see this girl walking around taking pictures of my car. I say, wait, don't react. Just find out what's going on. So I go back to the service side and I see that the technician consultant, whatever his title is, he waiting on her. She passed him my keys and then he holds them up and was like, ready? I'm like, let's go. Go to the back. I say, who was Shorty taking pictures of my car? He was like, oh, that's our appraiser. I said, what is that? What's that for? He was like, oh, we're just appraising you to see the value and see how much how much it's worth so we could possibly buy you out or you can trade in for some more, whatever. I said, well, how much we talking? He was like, "Oh, it's I was like, "And when we start doing this?" He was like, "Oh, they haven't done it in a while, but she's new here now and so she's done it. You probably seen emails." I said, "I ain't never seen no email, but then again, I don't be checking for a lot of y'all emails because it be a lot of promo stuff that I ain't got time for." So, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "What? You okay? Shorty worth money, get a new car. Hmm, might not be a bad idea." But I'm listening. I was like, okay. So I go. Then he was like, yeah, you can use that money towards. He telling me how the process will work. I'm like, okay, I ain't got nothing but time today. So let's see. Go to the sales side. I was like, how y'all doing? They was telling me my car was appraised, and I'm just interested in seeing what y'all get. I have what they consider low trim for my Encore. And before I got her, in between Coco and Twilight, I had a rental and it was the Encore GX, and I really enjoyed that one. But when it came time for what I could afford and what I was able to do, Encore, period. No GX, no extra letters of the alphabet on that thing. And that's okay. Cause I love Twilight. She right for me. But if we can go ahead, step up, level up, why not be interested? So I go and I'm talking to the man and I was like, well, how much is my car worth? And he was like, oh, it's 12. I'm like, 12. And then they was telling me about this new model and how they had it anywhere between 25 and 30. I say, well, okay. 12 from 25. Okay. We might be able to make some shake type. Okay. Now, whole time I know I'm not really finna buy no car, but the idea of potentially getting a new car or test driving some cars felt like a fun time for me. So he was like, "Yeah, we gonna put you in a new car today." I'm like, no, I can't do that. And he was like, "Why not?" I was like, "Because I don't make major decisions like this without talking to my daddy. And if I told my daddy that I got a new car, he would lose it. Like, wait, what are you talking about?" So I was like, "No." And he was like, "No, we gonna call your dad and tell him that you got a new." I say, "You talking real definitive. What's good?" And he was like, "No, no, no. Like, you gonna get in this car and you gonna love it. Woo woo." Get into the Invista, didn't love it. Then we get into something else, didn't love it. And then we get into what? The Encore GX. And what happened? I really, really liked it. Didn't love it, but it was giving. And so I was here. I was like, ooh. And then he was like, this one's starting at 30. Starting don't mean it's going to end at the same number. You only give me 12. So then we just did simple mathematics. He was like, uh, even, I was like, I told him, I was like, if you can't give me the same car note or less, then what we really talking about? He just simply typed in 30 divided by a 72 year, um, a 72 month, I say a year, a 72-month lease contract, whatever you want to call it. And it came out to 416. I said, no, not at all. I'm telling my friends this story a couple of days ago. They was like, 500 is a new 300. I said, what? They was like, yeah, 500 is a new 300. I said, oh, well, I won't be getting no new car because I'm not finna pay 500 for a note. I'm not. And then my friend made a really good point. Like, down payments don't really mean nothing no more. And I'm like, oh my God, they kind of really don't. Like, you got to really come through with down payments in order. So we're gonna get this trade-in value of 12, and then I'm gonna still need to add something to even potentially keep. Nah. What are we playing? No. I said thank you so much, but no thank you. I'm gonna go home in Twilight and we're gonna have a great time. And we'll just keep paying on this and all will be well. So that was Saturday. Then last week, hate. Oh, snap. It probably okay. I love hate how much my sweet tooth is a part of my life. Growing up, my sweet tooth didn't run like this. But that thing, sweet, okay? Excuse me. So, me and my friend, we've been getting crumble cookies lately. And so she came through the line, told me, she was like, hey, the crumble menu decent this week. I said, let me check it out. So what we were doing, and Crumble went up on their rates. Everybody's going up, but nothing's getting greater. I am confusion. So we would get the 4-pack. We would decide which ones we want, and then we would like split it. And if you've been to Crumble, you know they cookies big AF. So if there was both a cookie we wanted to try, we would then just split it and still have whatever cookie we wanted that the other person didn't want. Like it's such a beautiful relationship. Beyond grateful for her and I and the way we navigate Crumble. So last week menu was so right, and my sweet tooth was so high. I ran that back on Friday night. Yeah, I ran it back. We had got it on Monday or Tuesday, and we might have got it on Tuesday or I don't. We got it on Monday because I was like, okay, wait, you got to make these cookies last at least till Thursday, and they did. And then I ran that thing back on Friday night. Sad. And then Monday, I looked at just yesterday, I looked at the menu again. I'm like, Shorty, fall back. Shorty still got cookies from when she went on Friday. You tripping. Like, let me know in the comments. Do y'all have a really bad sweet teeth? Sweet tooths? Whatever. But yeah, because I do, and it's very expensive. And while it feels good, it don't look good on my body because all the weight I done lost with my food poisoning came back. Oh my gosh, best weight loss program ever. And I say that being very funny. Food poisoning. Just get food poisoning and you'll lose and you'll look good. Shorty, I saw me over those days. I was like, okay, I see you. All I need now is to just tone up, tighten up, put some more muscle on them on the meat, and we'll be right. Cause I was cute. I don't really recommend food poisoning as a form of weight loss, but it was cute to get that little quick jump start that I ain't do nothing with because as you can see, I'm over here talking about crumble cookies, running it back twice in a week. But that's my business. Um, yeah, I don't really have anything else. And so I'm going to close us out. I enjoyed okay, where are you going with this? Don't know. So let's just close it out. Oh, no, 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 no. We are not closing it out. I forgot that on Storytime Tuesdays, I think I do Jams of the Week. And so, Jams of the Week, um, I ran back Trey Songz Ready album from 2009. And my goodness, took me back. Ugh. 2009 was a time. I had a ball during 2009, 2010. Good times were had. And that album. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. It just took me back to college. Like, oh my goodness, I'll be telling people if you could take me back to any point in life, take me back to college. And if I gotta narrow it down, if I can't do the full time, take me back to fall. Excuse me. Take me back to spring '08. Do I want spring '08? Yeah, 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 yeah. I think, yeah, spring '08. No, 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 no. Spring '09 all the way through spring 2010. So from March '09 to like the May 2010. When I just I don't know how to describe, well, I do know how to describe it. For those of us who went to NIU with me, you know, rec parties was live. You know, convo parties was epic. And to my circle, y'all, we just had some times, you know. And then there were some humans that I enjoyed, and I appreciate y'all too. You know, college is a time. It's the best freedom with a safety net. Cause ain't no safety nets when you step into this adulthood. Like, mm. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. As always, it's been a pleasure. Wishing you light, love, laughter, and hopefully I make another episode in the next 7 days, and I can get back to my weeklies. But yeah, until next time.